Hey guys, right, so now we're on stage 10. This level is very interesting. Now, we're not actually on plant 9 furlong in this one, for a change. But we do meet a couple of new characters, and the mission Dockmaster has you doing this time round might not be what you're expecting. See what I mean? So yes, even though we swore to protect her to a certain extent, well we didn't say anything, but it was implied we'd be protecting Tantra and Alice, we're now gonna hunt her down and sink her. Now this opponent's very interesting. All the other ones we've seen recently have been quite heavy for attack. This one's completely different. This is an incredibly fast submarine, one that will not only outrun you, but can also outrun the torpedoes that you're firing at. So it's, for me at least, having a slightly heavier ship with more firepower, it takes quite a lot of missed attempts and a bit of luck to hit it as well. Now this is the only mission I've done where I do skip some of the some of the mission, because I think, as I mentioned in my Remember This Game video summary on this video, sorry, on this game even, there were times when I would charge an opponent's sub and shoot, they would do the same, we'd both miss, turn 180 degrees, and repeat. That did happen a little bit here, and I didn't think you guys would really want to see that, so there are a couple of bits that I've skipped. It's quite a long video, this one, I'm not going to lie, but that's because something happens in the middle of this fight as well, which doesn't happen anywhere else. So definitely worth just watching on, or even skipping after you've seen me fight Tantra enough. But anyway, let's get to it. Okay, now as I said, this ship is incredibly fast. You'll see it just run rings around me quite a bit, being quite stubborn and spending most of the credits that we get on ship upgrades instead of torpedoes. This is probably the first time I've noticed it could have been a bit of a disadvantage. If I had torpedoes that would do a few different things, I might be able to hit this ship a bit quicker. But now, we don't take much damage, so I can't really complain too much, but look at this thing, it is fast. It doesn't do that much damage and doesn't have that many attacks. It's only got 2 launch tubes. It seems to only fire standard torpedoes for the most part as well. It does drop a couple of mines, but I have never seen the point in those. I did start doing a playthrough of this before I recorded this one. I did experiment with the mines to a certain extent. They were pointless. They really did absolutely nothing. And this just proves that AI or not, mines are a waste of time. But also, because this ship is lightweight, designed to not get hit full stop when we do hit it, it really takes an awful lot of damage, which is really helpful, especially when you consider what happens afterwards, which I won't give away. Anything you will notice in this one is that danger alarm really starts to grind on you. There we go, near miss. Also, you've noticed we've got Commander Selvig on our ship. She's part of the Federal Forces, I guess. I mean, this is the whole reason why we're after the ship. And Dockmaster even said that we failed last time. Just as a recap, we were supposed to be getting medium-range ballistic nuclear warheads, which we didn't do. We just sunk the guy that we assumed had them instead. That's why she said that we were a failure. It's not a mission you could pass any other way, though it had to be this way in the story. This game would be quite interesting with sort of different options on the storyline as well, though. Now, this chase lasted quite a while actually, so this is the first time in this video at least that I'll be shortening the video, just skipping to when something worthwhile happens. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that in a playthrough, but even though it's hardcore, got hit on the list, but even though it's hardcore, sort of legitimate playthrough view, to chasing the ship around the sea for hours on this takes a long time. It really is thinking back to part owing to my stubbornness with torpedoes. Skipped again when something else worthwhile looking at happens. That's probably the first time in about 4 minutes the siren hasn't been going off. Yeah, that was clumsy. Anyway, let me skip on just a little bit more. I think that would have ended it if I hit him. And now we've lost them. Never takes too long to find them though. I mean, quick moving gold square is a bit of a giveaway. This see if we can plug them with some more here. We'll try these harpoon missiles. Again, another close miss. And just as a recap, the harpoon missiles are quite unique. They go straight up, they go out of the water, then they come back down in with a bit of homing to hit your opponent. Let's see if that works. Oh, my normal torpedoes did absolutely nothing. As you can see, I think that's the last we're going to see of the harpoon torpedoes, or harpoon missiles. Absolutely useless. And a real waste of money as well, they're quite expensive, those ones. There we go. Only took about, what, 10 missiles maybe? Now this is where it gets very, very, very interesting. Almost a bit Waterworld-esque, if you remember that terrible Kevin Costner film. I know it's only a game, but destruction due to pressure, sinking in the sea, that's a nightmarish way to go. That's right, an aircraft carrier. This is the only mission like this, well, certainly for the time being, where it's two-part. There's no saving in this, so if Tantra screws you up, and now you get beaten by this thing, you've got a lot of gameplay to repeat. A good job she didn't hit us very much. Now you've got to take down an aircraft carrier. But to be honest, 16% damage is negligible. Okay, so now we're loaded up with the incredible harpoon missiles again. Let's get to it. Now this thing's enormous. It's a nice big target. Never really get to see the harpoon missiles do what they were meant to do, but that's partly because they hit the ship before they left the water. Fortunately, if you had taken quite a bit of damage previously, this ship's attacks are also quite limited. But certainly by now, with all the steals that Dockmaster does give you in between missions and the bits and bobs you get from the steel exchange, you should have a fairly upgraded ship by now. But it's up to you which way you'd ever want to go. If you would want to go the sort of hyper-speed route, you'd end up with a ship a bit like the Tantra. But I really don't see the point in it. Particularly later on, I don't think there is any other way you would want your ship. Now, in all honesty here, I got a little bit confused. It just says my enemy's now got full health. That doesn't even look like the big ship I was fighting a second ago. So there's multiple ships on the surface, and I got a bit turned around as to which one was which. If I'd gone for Iron Duke, the aircraft carrier, now, this probably would be over quite a bit quicker. But yeah, got a bit carried away. Yeah, that's the first aeroplane we're going to see. There's not too many of those, thankfully. Pain to hit with torpedoes. Okay, so as you can see, that target is miles away, the ones on the surface at the moment, trying to track down. I think this one is actually the Iron Duke, the one I'm trying to find here. Or perhaps not. Taking a few hits now. And that would be the disadvantage of having a fast ship without any armor on. We probably would have had it by now. See that black plume of smoke briefly in the distance? That's the ship we're supposed to be destroying. That one. looking back at this footage, I'm not sure I even saw that when I was playing. Oh well, hindsight's a wonderful thing. Let's finish what we started. There we go. Iron Duke's down. So in that mission, Tantra, the high-speed sub, is down, and so is the aircraft carrier. Awesome. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That was a bit more of an intense mission than the last couple. Join me for part 11.